So, let's see how people are doing today. Think I'm not going live on the Let It Burn channel. Something's going wrong with the computer over here. So, we're not doing that today. We'll try and do it after this live stream. It shouldn't be long that we're going to be on this live stream. Wow, we have 97 people in here already? Jesus. Afternoon live, how's it going? It's going pretty good. I can't complain. Um, if you didn't know, I was with the kids today. Well, with just Hayden. Harper's at daycare, but Hayden had to stay home because they have a COVID scare in the toddler room. So that's always a difficult situation to deal with. But I love spending time with her, so why not? We have 127 people in here already. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I know I missed a lot that was going on, but I actually had some really good moves with Terra, and I wanted to talk about that. And actually, I wanted to edit this. Um, uh, but but um, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll edit it later. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. But we have 148 people here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Uh, Duquan proposal with Luna. Look at the Duquan proposal with Luna. What's the full proposal? Where did he put it? Let's see. Duquan have a proposal somewhere? Let's see. This is May 11th. That was 2 days ago. I don't see anything for anything like any new proposal that he has. Are they doing it on Luna? Uh, Terra Luna. Let's see if they have the proposal over there. 5 hours ago, the Terra blockchain has resumed. Block. No, that's not it. I don't know where this proposal is. If you have it, please let me know. Luna up 21K in the market cap. Yes, from what I saw. 21K percent by market cap. Well, actually, it's showing 1,000%. Let me go ahead and show you guys what's going on here. Yeah, I wanted to hop on for probably like an hour because I do have some videos to upload, and then I have to. Hayden's taking a nap right now. That's why I'm. He said he will continue without UST. Well, how is he going to continue without UST? That's the thing. And if he's going to continue without UST, why put that much effort into saving UST? I mean, it should have been something where he should have probably not minted that many coins. Because now that you minted that many coins, now what are you going to do? Are you going to get back to normal rates? Because you're currently looking at, from what I saw earlier, it was around 11 billion or 11 trillion. So I don't know if it updated over here, but I thought it was 11 trillion. And I came to, get on this live stream and notice that it was, you know, 6.5 trillion. If we look at my amount that I have, I still have 28 million. Yeah, I still have 28 million Luna. I sold about 20 or 35 million and gained just about $2,000 from it. So my $300 original investment ended up pocketing me $500. Then I decided to put more into it at 63, or I bought 63 million for $40, and then ended up taking out 10 to see if it was going to rise any way it was going to rise. So now I was like, you know what? I'll take out a bigger portion because I never know what's going to happen there. So I decided to take out another 25 million, and I ended up pocketing about 1,200 from that. So total that I pocketed was probably somewhere around 2,000 or so because I had 1,600 from the beginning and then over 2,000, so 500 after that. So I don't know what I'm currently standing at because MetaMask is not updating. It's not showing me that, but it'll show me it on my phone. how much I have in. I ended up converting that to Dogecoin though, because that was the easiest way to convert it. So I converted Luna to Dogecoin, and now I'm holding. Um, so it looks like my 28 million is now worth 3,300 again, and my Dogecoin that I had is now worth $1,546. So that has come down a little bit, but I was able to pocket $1,600 today just on a Luna trade, and that was off of $40 that I invested. So it's definitely looking bright, even though the crypto markets didn't look that great yesterday, and now they're looking, pretty solid. Let me see if I could show you guys. I'm showing you wrong screen. I was trying to show you the other screen. Come on, man. Well, at least you saw the investments there, but you still didn't see what we have when it comes to the price, or the price amount, the dollar amounts. Let me show you the right screen. Which screen am I looking for? Let's go to this, and let's change the screen. I had to reset my modem, so that's why you probably didn't see me here in the beginning, and I had to get another hoodie because I'm wearing yellow, and I'm very transparent today. So let's see what people are saying. 6.5 trillion. My 4K is 20 cents. Luna is going down. I don't know what people are looking at. So all I know is that when I look at my account, I went from the 28 million being worth 1,500 to now being worth 3,300. So Luna is definitely making a move up for at least me. Why does it look bad for Luna? So I thought it actually looked pretty bad, but we do have to take into account all of the different pieces that I didn't know about. I just wanted to get a title so that I can get a live stream out there, because I haven't live streamed all day. So I don't really know all the details as to what they're planning to do with Luna, I guess outside of UST. It looks like they're not trying to save UST anymore, but I don't know. I haven't read that detail. Nothing looks good for Luna. It's dead. I don't know if it's completely dead. You threw 300 on Luna last night after it was no more. Wait, what? After it was known for more than a day, and they were minting new coins. I don't know why the hell you thought 300 had a chance, but at least you didn't put more in. So I don't know if you knew what happened, but I put 300 in at 0.006. It ended up rising to 4 cents. I took out money at that point and took out my original 300 plus 200. Took $40 of that 200, threw it in at a very, very low price when they minted up in the trillions. And then I ended up buying 63 million for so basically it was perfect timing. I ended up buying 63 million for $40. Then I took that $40 and I looked at it this morning, and it was worth over $4,000. So I took $427 of that and took that out, which was about 10 million coins. And I still had $4,000 that was left in there. That ended up decreasing a lot, but I ended up seeing that increase a little bit more. It went down to 2,000, went back up to 3,000 plus. I took out half of that, and basically had another 1,200. So now I hold 28 million Luna, and I ended up pocketing $2,000 out of this whole ordeal, and my 28 million is now worth $3,000. So it's definitely perfect timing that I'm seeing, but I also played it just like I said I was going to play it. I'm taking profits as I go. If I see it double, and what happens, I saw it not only double but 10x. So I was able to get a ton out of it, not lose money. I was able to get a ton out of it while I still have 28 million left in there. So always find a way to take profits. Even if you look at it and you're like, oh, well, you know what? You invested $300 at this point and now it's at this point. Well, understand that there are things that could happen in between there, and it shows. I ended up now getting, I think it's somewhere around, what is it, 17,000? It might be more than that. $1,500 worth of Dogecoin, and it's basically 17,615 Dogecoin that I ended up getting out of all of this ordeal, right? And again, my 28 million is still worth 3,300. So I can take that 3,000 right now and pocket well over $5,000 from this whole entire situation off of a $300 investment. I mean, is that not Is that not the best thing in the world if you could pocket $5,000 over from a $300 investment in literally a day and a half? I'll take that any day. Putting in work, Matt. Awesome timing. Yeah, I mean, it was perfect timing. I'm not going to say that it was me that decided, because I actually made the moves. I made delayed moves when I should have probably made the moves that I wanted to make right there. But Luna gave me that timing, because when I made that first move where I took out 500, I should have probably taken out all of it and then found a low, and I would have been able to profit a lot more. But, I'm still able to profit something. That's what I'm happy about. How much does the IRS get out of that? Most likely half, somewhere around 40%. So yeah, they're going to get a big chunk of that. Maybe I should realize a loss or two or something, and then just buy back into that loss in 30 days or something. Let's see. If things get too bad, I have 10 to sleep in. I guess that could work. Haven't bought Dogecoin since like forever. Yeah, I noticed that, and I was like, you know what? Dogecoin is at a really good price. I'm going to move it to Dogecoin because I feel like Dogecoin might have some sort of move. It's not going to be a massive move, but I wanted something that seems like it could be stable where it is and definitely has a lot of potential to move up. So I was going to go to CRO, but the easiest way to do that, or the most difficult way to do that, was to change networks, and that would have been very difficult to do that. So I decided to go towards Dogecoin. It was the first thing I saw, actually. I was going to go to BNB, but I went to Dogecoin just because I haven't bought that in a while, and it was at an enticing price of like 8 cents or so. I think, yeah, somewhere closer to like high 8 cents, low 9 cents. Oh yeah, it's good for you, Matt. Thank you. Buy land, cattle on it, and the IRS will get a lot less. All right. A CRO all day full. What's going on with CRO? I didn't even see what was happening because, again, I was with the children, so I didn't see what happened today. It's probably 20th. So CRO is currently at 19 cents. I mean, it's still hovering around that level. We are seeing that it is up 10%. You're seeing Litecoin's up 7%. Polygon's up 10%. Shiba Inu's up 14%. Love to see that. I bought 100 million somewhere around low 12. So we're definitely seeing it's getting closer to that cost basis, but it doesn't really matter. It's a long-term position for me, so I'm not really worried about it. Thank you guys for being here. We have 308 people here. If you could hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. It does help out the channel quite a bit. This looks insanely like small here. Why is this? It's functioning at 90%. Yeah, see, that's why. It was functioning at 90%. So yeah, hit that like button and get me up to however many likes you can get me up to. I saw on the news Coinbase may be going bankrupt in the future. This is more FUD being spread around. Yes, just know that a lot of these news sources, these news channels have a politically driven agenda. And whether you're left, right, in the center, any type of political background, most people don't believe in cryptocurrency within, I guess the leaders within those groups, I would say. I'm not anything. I'm pro good ideas, so I'm not a person that identifies as left or right or anything. I care about someone that has great ideas, whether you're a Republican or Democrat or whatever other party you're a part of. They all are driven by those agendas, and the agenda really is to not support, Bitcoin or cryptocurrency at all. So they hate cryptocurrency. And Matt, speak in the mic. I try to speak in the mic, but sometimes when I look over here, I can't speak in the mic. Is there a sound floor that is not picking it up? I'm so mad. I placed an order, and the app canceled my order while I was checking in. You're talking about buying cryptocurrency? I heard that people were having problems with what they bought over on crypto.com. That's pretty bad. I said yesterday, I was like, sometimes they correct these things, man. And I mean, the only way you can get around correcting it is if you abandon the app entirely. Like, say if you bought in with $100,000 at 1 cent and it showed it was at 58 cents. Well, now you obviously pocketed millions of dollars, so you can get out of that exchange and just say, I don't care about what you have here. You lost your money and I'm gone because you made the mistake in giving me the price, so I'm out of here. However, most people are trading back on there, and what they're going to do is they're probably going to try and take that back some way, somehow. So, yeah. Is Terra going to recover, or is it over? So it's tough, right? I always thought that Terra needed UST in order to recover, but if they're looking to go on without it, it definitely could be a possibility to do that. I just don't know how they would do that, because I thought that that was like their kind of their full identity there, right? The connection there. So I don't know. I would say I hope so, because I have 28 million that's left in there, and it would be great if he read his statement. I would love to read his statement. I don't know where it is. I tried to find it. I don't see anything related to that. Um, where was his statement and when was it posted? Can someone post it for me? Member for 7 months. Buy and play. Thank you for being a member for so long. I greatly appreciate it. I really do. All of you guys that are here and you hit the like button, I appreciate you guys for being here. Um, I got 1 million for $200. You got 1 million for $200 like right now? Does that seem right? Because I think mine is worth like 3 point something. I don't know what each million is worth. Mine is worth $3,443.45, and I have 28.17 million Luna. And then I also have like 14,000 over on crypto.com. I bought 1 million coins of Terra. Luna makes historic millionaires. Yeah, I think it could be something that's really big. And that's why I always thought, and I was like, this only makes sense. Like, if I can hold millions, now I'm starting to get into like the Shiba Inu territory where you get so much out of it for spending a little bit of money, and it can grow so fast. Right? There are people that made money at these historic lows that were even lower than what they show on CoinMarketCap. Right? They show on CoinMarketCap that these lows for Terra, let's go ahead and go in here and let's just type in Luna. They showed that the historic lows for Luna was 0.000016. However, I've seen this lower than that actually. And I thought it had 5 zeros, and that's how I ended up getting mine for 40 cents, or sorry, $40. So ended up buying 63 million, had a total of 63 point something million. But it's crazy. And now you're seeing it with 3 zeros. So basically anything you had there for me, it was 3,000. And now you're seeing it with 3 zeros. So that means I gained a zero, 300, and then it gained a zero, which was 3,000. So it's working for me. At least I'm gaining something. I don't think I'm going to keep buying. I think I'm going to sit on the 28 million I have, and I'm not going to make any more like huge moves. I already pocketed $2,000 from this. So it's not saying like, oh, I lost my money. I actually gained something from it. But I think we could see something pretty big. And this is why I was willing to risk $300, you know? And when I risked $300 in the beginning, I'm glad that I decided to take some profit, because if I didn't take profit, I wouldn't be sitting where I am today. I probably would have bought more, but I would have been up maybe $1,000 instead of 2,000. And I would have still had the original amount that I had in there, which kind of it wasn't a mistake at the point because we did see it rise, but it wasn't as big of a rise as we thought, as we see now, So anyways, we have 486 people here, guys. Continue to hit that like button. 250 likes sounds pretty good right now. Ron, you're right. What did Ron say? Where's Ron? Terra is a black horse or a like wild card? Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with you as well. I think it definitely is a wild card. You never know what's going to happen, but as I look at it, you look at where the price is right now. You look at what they're planning on doing, maybe what they're planning on doing with this, And I just want to see everything that they implement. And I just have faith right now that they're going to implement something to get them back to a comfortable circulating supply and also get them back to a very, very good price, especially for how much we're holding. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this progresses and if they have any type of burns or anything that's implemented there. I'm really into it. But again, I've already pocketed $2,000 from it, so I'm not upset about it. I bought Luna right now. What? How much did you get? How much did you spend? Did they halt the blockchain on this coin recently? They did recently, but I believe it has not been, or it's out of that halt. And also, I think they suspended orders on certain places, and I know Binance delisted it, and I don't know if they're going to relist it, but I also got confused by the different Terras that are out there. So there's a Luna Twitch. I was going to say Twitch. Twitter account. There's a Luna Twitter account, and there's also a Terra underscore money Twitter account. And the Terra underscore money is the right Twitter account apparently, and the other one is the wrong one, and that's like I don't know if it's a scam one or if it's just like one to pump Luna or coins associated with Luna. I don't know, but I didn't follow them until today, or sorry, until yesterday, and I made that mistake in following the other one because you see the coin symbol, and I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know what to think at this point. Do you think Luna will reach 1 cent? It depends. I think it has a definite chance to reach there. If they're planning on doing things by themselves, I think it definitely has a chance to get there. If they plan on burning anything, it definitely has a chance to get there. But I don't know the full detail as to what they're deciding to do. And once I figure that out, I will make a video on it and let you know what my thoughts are. But I do want to make a video on the fact that like how much I made so that people know that you can make good decisions even though it looks like it's down 99%, which it was. Binance relisted it 2 hours ago. Okay, perfect, perfect. That's what I love to hear. They took my money and the crypto, like I said, and threatened to take more assets. That's horrible. That is horrible. That's why I didn't want to buy it on crypto.com. When people said it was back live on crypto.com, I was like, you know what? I'll buy it over here because it seems like crypto.com is not keeping up with the volume and where the price is. So I went over to PancakeSwap where they had the perfect price and I was just buying it. Now, I'm not saying that this was the absolute perfect price. Like it wasn't like to a T, like it changed every 5 seconds. But I did end up buying it and did end up getting 63 million. So PancakeSwap for me was the best way to do this. Let me see. Let me go here. Let me switch these. Go to max. Yeah, you're gonna see that right now. It says that my. Let me bring my 28 million over here. Right now, it says that my 28.17 million is now worth $2,897 or $95 and 63 cents. So it all depends. It's only worth this much because I'm like, if I'm deciding to sell it, it has an impact to the price. And when it has an impact to the price, you obviously get an adjusted price based on how much you're selling. So on my MetaMask, it tells me that it's worth 3,500, but since I'm selling it, it's worth 2,900. So that can always have an impact on the price, especially if there's a lot of activity in it. But yeah, I think things are going extremely well with that. Almost bought Luna when it went down to 25 cents. Glad I didn't. What's crazy is people look at it and they're like, I bought, at these highs. You bought at $100 and you had 10 and you lost all your money. That was $1,000. If you decided to invest another $1,000 now, you would have way more. And I'm not saying that you physically need to do that now. Find the best opportunity. You have to dive through the chart and understand what's happening here. And if we're going to see any type of bounces off of certain lows. You can see here it says 4 zeros. Up here it says 3 zeros. Um, So obviously these prices aren't connected, but you can still see how it is affected in a big way. But what I'm saying is that you want to find the best price that works for you, right? If you feel as though Terra Luna is going to make a move at 0.00007 and it's going to bounce and get up to 0.0001, then you obviously can see a quick gain out of it. But if you have a long-term strategy within that play, make sure you take bits and pieces and leave whatever you want to leave in there. I saw the 63 million opportunity and I said, you know what? I want to leave at least 10 for the long run. If we end up seeing a huge gain to where this is worth, $500,000 or whatever, yeah, I'm going to take probably $200,000 of it and leave the rest in there, leave $300,000 in there because I mean, that's a huge profit and you want to take some profits as you go along. Yes, you're giving up opportunity, right? If I have 28 million and it gets to $1, that's $28 million. I'm not going to be greedy. I don't need $28 million all at once. I can get $28 million and I can get my money to make $28 million if I make $5 million. So the point is that you don't want to be greedy. And a lot of people will get stuck being greedy. Why is farm dead, Matt? Farm is not dead. I still have my farm. Farm is down quite a bit, but you can see it's up today. It's up to $45. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Let's make sure that everything's good. So it's up to $45. I'm still holding mine. I didn't buy any more. And maybe I should have taken the 1,000 that I got from Dogecoin and put it in Farmcoin because I do believe in that token a lot. But I don't think it's dead. There's a lot of things that are down. Farm is not dead at all. 6.5 trillion is better than 599 trillion, 589 trillion. Yes, I would agree with you. That's why I look at it and I'm like, all right, well, it's 6 trillion. You can definitely see like a level of it getting to a half of a penny from there. And if it finds a way to burn coins, that could be really, really good for this position or anybody that holds a lot, right? I'm holding, again, 28 million. So I feel like that's a decent amount. It's not the most that I've seen. I could have bought more, and I don't know why I didn't. Oh, wait, I know why I didn't. I only had $40 in my MetaMask, so that's why I decided to do that. Read the statement. Come on, bro. I don't know where the statement is. Can you please help me read the statement? I don't know where it is. People are buying Luna for nothing. Why are people buying Luna for nothing? Can you mine Luna? They can mine Luna. You can't mine it. Can Luna burn tokens? If yes, how that works? I mean, which supply they burn? Not from the people, right? No, it's going to be, if they do burn anything, it's going to be free supply. If 100% of the supply was held, this would be at the max price that it can be at, right? If everything is held, that means that people are trading it, they're holding it, and it's always going from person to person, and none of it is sitting out there in limbo, or none of it is out there in exchanges. That means that it's going to be very scarce for anybody to buy it in any of these exchanges. By the time you make any type of move, it's going to be very difficult for you to get that move filled because you're going to need somebody that's going to buy it, right? You're going to need somebody that's going to sell it as you're looking to buy it. So burning the tokens would be, or burning the coins would be burning the open supply if they burned it. But I don't know if they have that planned. I, again, haven't read any of that information. You got the wormhole Luna. What? Love Luna. I got $3,000 at $3,000 at 0.000002. That's amazing. So how many coins did you get then? I got 1,500 Luna for less than $100. I hope it picks back up. Yeah, right now I think you can get a lot more for basically like $10. So you can lower that cost basis very fast with just a $10 investment. Bought like 4.5 million last night for like $30. 400 million to existing holders? 400 million to existing holders. Luna is a scam at this point. People should not invest. What's your like this is what I don't understand is when people think that Luna is a scam, something as big as what Luna is, and and you look at all the detail of what actually happened. You can't say that it's a scam because the attack came from the outside. The attack didn't come from the inside. It wasn't something where the largest holder said, you know what, I'm selling everything, and everybody else followed. No, that wasn't the case. It was to the point to where this was an attack on stablecoins because they want to prove, and I'm pretty sure it was probably like the government that's behind it, but I can't prove it. They want to show that stable coins are not legitimate. Why? Because people were making money off of stable coins and their APYs. All of the APYs that people were gaining off of these stable coins were way more than what you can gain at banks. And they said that they had a problem with this, right? They wanted to attack exchanges and, basically say they need some form of regulation. Well, this is going to make it seem like, you know what? We may need regulation. And who are we going to be going back to? The people that said that we needed regulation, right? They want to drive us out in a way, and they're trying to attack a stable coin that's able to be attacked, right? USDT is not able to be attacked. It's actually backed by reserves, right? But when it comes to an algorithmic, a stable coin that's actually attached to another coin, it's like killing two birds with one stone, right? You're literally attacking the stable coin with $1 billion, which anybody can gather together. You saw what the government did with trillions of dollars of funding there. And you attack the stable coin, sell the hell out of that stable coin, decrease the value, and then when they decide to pump it, you just keep doing the same thing. You're getting in on the positive side of things, but you're dumping it whenever you can dump it, and you're making other people fear for holding that position as well. So it's definitely a difficult situation. You can't prove all of that, but I look at it as saying like they're definitely trying to attack from the outside. And it's just trying to send a message because they can't do anything with USDC. They can't do anything with USDT because if they did, they would have to spend tens of billions of dollars, and it would probably have to be way more, probably somewhere around half of that, half of what the volume is. So maybe $100 billion in these markets over and over and over again in order to keep collapsing USDT. And it's just not possible for them to do something like that. So this is the best way to do it because one, you attack the stablecoin, you also attack people's belief in cryptocurrency because not only does UST drop, but also Luna drops a hell of a lot. And you see people lose thousands or millions of dollars, and people are panicking, and it's just a horrible situation for a lot of people because they believed in Terra Luna. But what did they decide to do? Attack UST. And that's all they had to do because it was tied to both of them, And it's sad. It really is sad. I wanted to talk about that and just have a full conversation on, how bad it is for the people that were invested at the top, the people that believed in this as a huge play. And I said it myself that it looked like it was a great position, a great play. Everything about it was really good. Besides, maybe some conversations from Do Kwon. Hopefully I'm saying his name right, either Do Kwon or Do Kwon. But there were just some conversations and some statements and comments that he makes that's just not good. But either way, I thought it was good. And I didn't invest into it because I wanted to see more of a pullback. And I was about to invest into it at 28. And I'm glad I didn't because it was attacked more, And it's being attacked every single time. They try to bring it back. They should have been able to bring it back up here. Like let's actually go back to look at, Terra UST or USD, I guess. Let's look at this. So it's currently at 16 cents, right? This should have actually made a recovery somewhere around, I can't remember where it was. I think it was somewhere around here. It got back to 80 cents. It should have made a recovery here. They printed, 3 billion coins or something like that. You were up in the 20s and 10s and single digit dollar figures. You should have been able to print enough US or Terra in order to get this back up to where it was. However, with this attack, all they have to do is attack it again. And then once they attack it again, well, now Terra Luna's value decreases so much that it takes 10 Terra Luna in order to even fund one UST. And now it takes, I don't know, maybe 10,000 or 100,000 Terra Luna in order to fund UST. So now it's kind of an afterthought to look at UST and say, like, look, I don't know what to do from here. Like, we can't find a way to get them up to that level because you have to keep printing Terra Luna, which is decreasing the value of Terra Luna. And even if you try and stabilize it, I feel like they're going to try and attack it again. And then once they attack it again, it's all over, right? That's just how it goes. You can't find a way to stabilize anything if you can't put anything in place. If they can take $2 billion and attack a stable coin that is only worth $5 billion. Literally, that's like half of what we're looking at here. It's 40% of the overall position. So you don't need much in order to kill UST. And they know that, right? So that's what I wanted to get off my chest. It's more than just and you think it's an inside job. It's not. It was way more than that. That's the flaw with Terra Luna. Hopefully they fix it. I would agree. It definitely was a flaw with Terra Luna, and anybody could have seen that. And I think they did call this out before, but Duquan just ignored it and actually provoked it. Basically said, "Hey, try it if you dare. Billionaires in my that are in my following, try it if you dare." I mean, that's not really the best sign you want, or to basically tell them, "Hey, you know what? Go ahead and try and collapse this." I mean, that's not good at all. I believe they had shorting tactics that were going on to Luna as well. So yes, it needs to be fixed, but I don't know. Imagine the price restore in this live. If it did, it would be freaking nuts. But I don't know if UST will ever restore. I think from what people told me, they're trying to um, basically go on without it because it's either you save one or the other at this point. It seems like they keep trying to attack it. So no matter what, people are losing so much money with Terra Luna, and they're also losing money with UST, right? They believed in that as a stable coin. They held onto it as a stable coin, staking it or doing whatever they do as a stable coin. And people lost a lot of money, right? Because the price obviously decreased a hell of a lot. And they attacked it and they continue to attack it. So it's either save one or the other, because if you start to save it, and it was getting back to that point to where UST was at 80 cents and finding a way to get back up to close to pegging again, they just attacked it again. And again, it's sad. I don't know who did it. Some people say it was Citadel. Some people say it was BlackRock. Some people say it was just the government as a whole. And they would need an entity to go through in order to do that. It wouldn't just be like, hey, this is the government, selling all the position. No, it would be like through a firm or something. Who attacked Luna, by the way, in your opinion? I think behind the whole thing was the U.S. government, right? And I may end up getting snipped on YouTube if I keep saying this, but I think it was them, and then pushed that to multiple firms in order to maybe short Luna and also sell Luna that people held. And all you have to do is, as you see, and this looks similar to what we've seen with AMC and GME, which is not something I want to continue to bring up, but if we look at where it was steady around 99 cents. And then all of a sudden, things started to get absolutely just attacked and murdered, right? It was not good. And what did they have to do as this did happen? They had to print more coins, right? They had to print more coins for Terra Luna. And then you saw it recover a little bit, find a way to almost getting back to, repegging. And then they attacked it some more, right? That's all they need. That's all they need to do is keep attacking it. Because again, UST is only worth, the volume that we see here, or even the market cap is only worth 1.7 billion, right? At a higher state, it was worth way more than that. But it's worth less than 10 billion, basically. Let's say it was 11 billion, right? Bringing 1 or 2 billion in there is nothing. Is nothing compared to what you have there. So basically, they're bringing in, or sorry, it is a big deal. I was trying to think of what I was trying to say. It is a big deal for UST, but it's nothing for them. That's what I was trying to say. So if they bring 2 billion in here, that's 20%. They bring 3 billion in here, I mean, that's 30%. They can attack it and short the hell out of this thing in order for it to decrease the price. And then once they see Terra Luna decrease, they get to a low enough value that it's below UST. It's easy for them to attack it now because it takes so much effort from Luna in order to bring this back up to peg. And at some point, which I believe that point was somewhere around the maybe 100 billion mark, at some point they probably were just like, it has to be impossible. Like we can't figure out a way, because they went from being having, I think, 1 billion total, and in circulating supply was like 400 million, to having, multiple billions of coins that are out there. And that's printing not just, 1 times the circulating supply, but also looking at, 3 times the total supply. So it was definitely something that was very difficult to take in. And the way that I looked at it, I was just like, this is sad. I mean, it creates a buying opportunity if Terra Luna can recover, but I don't think they'll be able to attack Luna the same way they would as they would with UST, right? Because what they're looking is, for one, the sole purpose of that is really to mint, to fund it. Now, if Terra Luna finds a way to separate itself from UST and do it without UST, and UST finds a way to, it collapses, which sucks for a lot of people that are holding it. Well, now Terra can find its own value without just minting to support UST. Do you get what I mean? Does that make sense? We have 900 people, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell if you guys want more videos like this. I'm doing a lot of videos on Terra because it's a lot of information to take in, and also people want to hear about it. I get questions about it since I've been making videos like that. They've been getting like 10,000, 15,000 views, and people have been asking questions. I can't respond to all of the comments or even any of them, because the other, or a couple of comments that I responded to, I just go and like it. I'll heart it because I have nothing to say. Other people will respond to it, or the scammers will respond to it, and those people will get scammed. So I can't even respond to my own comments because I feel like they're going to think that the other person that's talking in that chat is me as well. And it bothers the hell out of me. I try and delete them, but they come back as soon as I delete them. It was a rug pull, plain and simple. Stop it with the conspiracy theories. How is it a rug pull? Like, that's what I don't understand. It's like, if you have details behind it and say this person sold this much, then say it. But it's been, what you're looking at is, it's been proven that that's not the case. You're looking at the fact that all of the sources are coming from outside, right? So we can't say that it's a rug pull, right? It's a rug pull like move, because the algorithm is literally attached to UST. They should have known or had a way to understand that this person is attacked, right? And or this coin was attacked, or whatever was attacked, and they should have found a way to fight it. I mean, they don't want people to lose money on UST, but you also don't want people to lose money on both projects. That's the worst case scenario. If you're going to save something, save one, right? If you have no faith in saving the other, I'm not saying that you completely give up on it, but you have to do a different method. You start to do your algorithm. If the algorithm doesn't work, then switch it up. Cut it off at a certain point, because now you're just devaluing Terra or Terra Luna by connecting the two, or keeping them connected within that algorithm. If you could find a way to change that, that should have been something that stopped right away. I don't know what to do. That's why I'm not an admin of anything. So I'm with you, Matt. UST was destroyed as the government don't want to compete with their CBDCs. I look at their APYs on their bank accounts. I mean, banking is the biggest scam in the world, right? We have to use banking in order to go through all these different pieces here, all these different methods. And if you're holding your money into a bank account, you're losing money with inflation, and they hope that you're doing that, because inflation rises 8% and you gain 0.05%. or 0.015% on the year, you're gaining nothing on the money that you held in there. Right. However, if you put your money into cryptocurrency, let's say you're staking it with CRO that gains 12%. Well, your $100,000 just gained you $12,000 in that year. But if you put your money into a bank account, your $100,000 gained you, what, like $100, $150? That's great. Perfect. Just what I wanted. Your Luna is done. I mean, my Luna is not done. Luna cannot live without Terra. It's a part of the source code. One dies, both die. You understand that you can change coding, right? I mean, I understand what you mean, but you can change the processes of how things are run. You know that, right? It's like when people say, oh, well, you know what? Taxes are a part of this coin. If, you know, if you get the taxes raised, then the coin dies or something like that. Well, of course, but you can also lower the taxes. You can also completely take out the taxes. There are things that you can change within the coding, within the contract that would actually support one standing alone, right? So I don't know the details of that. I don't know how to do it, but I know it can be done. So Luna is gone. Just give up. So are you one of those people that, why are you even here at this point? Because if you look at it, if you understood how much I've gained from Luna already, I didn't have any Luna at all until we got to about 0.00, or sorry, we got to about 2 cents. I bought like 2,000 of it or 3,000 of it. And then we got to 0.006, and that's where I started to buy a little bit more. I bought 50,000, ended up making money from it, made $500 from it. It actually went up to 4,500 and made $500 from it. I took out 500. So my $300 total dollar investment ended up profiting me $200. So I took $40 of that $200, put it in at the absolute lows or close to the lows at, I don't know what the price was, but I got 63 million. And then I just sold 10 million and 25 million. So a total of 35 million for a total of about 1,600. So total that I made from it was about $2,100, including all of the investments that I had. So I'm not mad about it. And now my Luna is worth about $3,000. If I actually check it, let's see if it stayed. See if it stayed there. Yeah, so now my Luna is worth $4,044. So, I mean, I feel like I'm not losing out of the deal. I feel like I'm gaining a lot out of it. I have 28 million that's left. I bought some Ethereum at 2,200. You think it's going back up? Absolutely. I was definitely thinking about moving the money that I made from Luna to Ethereum because I would have been able to buy a full Ethereum because I made over 2,000. So I would have been able to buy one full Ethereum at that point. So yeah, I do think it's going up. I do think if anything's going to go up, it's going to be Bitcoin and Ethereum and BNB. You know, all three of those I think are definitely going to make moves. When you look at other ones, I think they're going to make moves as well, but they're less likely than the ones that are on top, you know, the top 3 coins that are out there, or top 4, basically. Where can I buy Luna? So I buy mine on PancakeSwap. I'm not buying any more. I'm sitting on my 28 million. I've already made, if I put any more money in it, I could put some money in it, but right now I would be investing at higher points than what I just invested in at, if that makes sense. Do you trust unstable stablecoins? Do I trust unstable stablecoins? No, I don't. But do I want to figure out the reason why it's unstable? Yes. Is the reason why it's unstable is because what they've built is not the right thing? Sort of, right? I feel like what they've built could have been a little bit better. I don't know how to add on to it, but it could have been secured a little bit more. It could have been backed by something else, just in case any of these attacks happened. When do you think Farmcoin will get to 200 area again? I have 140 coins and I'm thinking about buying more at this price. It's going back up. Yeah, I think it is going back up, right? Farmcoin currently is at about 45 cents, and it definitely takes, or sorry, $45, and it takes off very, very quickly. We've seen this go up to 250, 280. We've seen this go up to 300, 400, right? We've seen this run very, very quickly. And since there's less coins out there, it's 700,000 coins that are out there. With the hype that's behind it, it's definitely going to make some moves. So when do I think this is going to go up? My prediction for the markets actually going up has always been the end of the second quarter. So when we see, you know, June, literally from last year, I said it was going to be the end of the second quarter of 2022. And when we look at June, I think June is going to be a significant month. And when we get to July, that's where we'll see that turnover of things really start to run. So we'll probably see it start somewhere in the end of the second quarter and, you know, really start to take off as we progress into the third quarter. So that's my prediction. But again, I'm holding on to 71, and every day I'm thinking about buying more. It's at $45. And I said, if it got back to $45, that I would buy at least 100, if not 200 of this coin. And it's funny because I didn't do that, because I bought a lot as it was at $90, went up to about 120, and obviously everything started to come back down. What do you think about Gala Games? I invested in the company. So I do like Gala. I want to invest in any like metaverse project, gaming project. I do want to be able to invest into those. I just haven't had the time, or every time I have money, I always put it into CRO or Shiba Inu or apparently Luna, and Crocoin as well. So I do want to invest into it. I do like the project and everything that they have to offer, because they have to offer, because I'm a big gamer, and I want to game a lot more. If you're not familiar with, I had a gaming stream yesterday where we were talking about cryptocurrency. What's your opinion on SHIB and how high ETH reaches this year? So for ETH, I think let's actually go through and just understand the highs and understand the movement a little bit. And we'll talk about Shiba Inu because people know where my position is on Shiba Inu. So currently seeing this up about 7% over the last 24 hours. If we look at all history, obviously all history does tell you a lot. The fact that it did, create these higher highs. And now as we see the entire market, really pulling back, we didn't create a lower low. We created maybe a higher low, as we see here. So higher high, higher low. If we don't find a way to drop below some of these points down here, then we'll be fine. Now I don't know what the absolute low was. It was at 1,800. That was in 24 hours. So that should have been the month low, 1,748. The lowest point that we've seen here, I believe, was a little bit lower than that. Maybe not. We actually did break some of these other lows. So bouncing off of some of these levels, I think that we're definitely going to see it, I believe, surpass 5,000. It will resist at 5,000 very briefly, but it will surpass 5,000 total. And that's where I'm hoping it will get. I do hold Ethereum too, but, Ethereum basically. So I do believe that that's going to make a larger move up to that 5,000 mark. Now, when we talk about Shiba Inu, I'm a huge fan of Shiba Inu long term. This year, I believe Shiba Inu is going to get to a point to where it does lose a zero, not only gain a zero like it did, but also lose a zero. And the reason being is just so many things that are coming for Shiba, and hopefully they can find a way to connect to Shiba, not like the lands in the beginning where it didn't connect to Shiba at all, and now you can buy Shiba Inu lands with Shiba Inu, which is a good deal. So I'm definitely believing that Shiba can make a huge move, and I do need to make some videos on, where my projections are and what I decided to do and how much I have, because I currently have 350 million Shiba Inu that's staked over in crypto.com, gaining 3% right now. Luna baby mooning 0.0000000005. Maybe Luna will lose another zero. It's definitely possible. New crypto thumbnail coin, awesome project. Make people change their thumbnails on YouTube. Matt, what do you think of me getting Cardano at a cheap price? I think Cardano is great at these prices. Cardano is a strong position. And some people believe otherwise. I believe it's a very strong position. I held Cardano before, um, sold it somewhere. I think it was around like, it might have been higher $1 price points. I can't remember what it was, but I ended up selling it to kind of consolidate a lot of things. I didn't have as much Cardano as I wanted to, and now would be a good time to get that much Cardano that I actually want to. So I do believe in where that can go. It is a great position. Anyone buying Luna, I saw Voyager resume trading. I got some yesterday. Then shortly after, Voyager suspended trading yesterday, checked today, and trading is allowed again. Is it a good sign? So I, where Luna is right now, I'm not buying anymore. However, I do believe that this can make a move to a higher price, but we don't have, or at least I don't have all the details as to what they plan to do with Terra Luna and what they plan to do with UST, right? Whenever I get that, then I'll be able to understand how high this will go in my opinion. I mean, this is all my opinion, nothing more than that. But if I didn't have Terra Luna, I would still think that we are close to good prices because I can expect this to get closer to 1 cent. Do you think Terra Luna coins will be burnt? The available circulation is crazy. I hope so. I think it can be burnt, but I didn't hear much of that. I've heard a couple of people say that they're planning on burning it, but I haven't seen anything official. So when I see something official, then we'll obviously know if we can burn it. But I think it's possible to burn it. It's just if we will. Some people with balls of steel are likely making a lot of fiat trading Luna at the bottom of its death spiral. Yeah, I would agree that they are making a lot of money at these bottoms, right? And it just understand if I would have put, I only put $40 into this at these prices that I bought at and bought 63 million. Imagine if I would have put in $1,000, right? That $40 turned into $4,000, so it gained 2 zeros. So if I put in $1,000, it would have gained 2 zeros, which would have been $100,000 that I would have gained off of $1,000 trade if I would have bought $1,000 worth of Luna. Now, understand it was very difficult to buy that because there was so much volume that was going through that it was just very difficult to keep up at times, I guess, because PancakeSwap took a while and actually had to adjust the price like 5 times before it actually went through. But I could have gained $100,000 from it. But I'm happy to even gain $2,000 from it, right? That's something that I didn't expect to gain right from the start. And technically, I can gain a total of $6,000 if I wanted to, because I can sell the $4,000 that I have in here now. And if that finds a way to double, then it's $8,000. Finds a way to double, then obviously you're seeing that grow and step up as time goes on. Guys, we're not going to be live for long. I only wanted to be live for an hour because I do have to record some videos and get ready because I have to go pick up Harper and get Hayden up and everything. So we're probably only going to be recording for another couple of minutes or so, or streaming for a couple of minutes or so. But I wanted to hop on here because I didn't get a chance to go live with you guys this morning. And you got to finish out the week strong, you know? You need to buy UST to bring the price of UST up. Yeah, I just don't know if I have a crazy amount of faith in UST, and I want to get into these positions for profits, not just to bring up the price of UST, right? Obviously, a lot of people they care about profits. They care about making whatever money they have. Well, the fact that I already made profits, I really don't have to worry about that. So I could probably put some of them into UST, but what are they planning on doing with UST before I make that move? They're not going to burn it. This will make many billionaires. Wait, they are not going to burn it? I mean, if they do burn it eventually, like if they're trying to make Luna survive on its own, then Luna is going to need to definitely trim some of that supply. They have a proposal now to fork. Pre-hack makes the Current Luna useless, and they are burning. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. How is your 28 million worth 6,000? That doesn't add up. So my 28 million is worth 4,000. I made 2,000 off of previous deals, but I can show you. I 28 million worth 6,000 or 4,000. If you guys can see it. Let me show you here. See if you can see this. See if you can see that. Right there, 28 million versus worth 4,000. So, I mean, I'm not lying to you. Very transparent, as you can see from the yellow shirt. That actually um, gets pretty transparent. It's worth 4,000. It's very simple. Matt, thanks for all your great info and sharing your opinions slash theories. People need to read or listen to. Let's see if that actually comes up. Yeah, you can see it. 4,047. Now people need to read or listen to the creature from what is that? Jekyll Island? I don't know what that is, but maybe I. But no problem. That's what I'm here for, is just to share as much as I can, with the community. So thank you for being here. I mean, without you guys, there's no me. So I appreciate you guys a lot. Your week has a finish line. I think it does. That shirt is not worth 4,000. You're right, it's not. I really hope that Terra will split from UST, and that burn mechanism will come for Terra. That would be big, but we don't know. Reverse split on Terra. Your thoughts? That would be horrendous. So they would have to do a migration. It wouldn't be an absolute reverse split. They couldn't do that. They would have to migrate to a new coin, which people would not do. And it would not be supported as much as people think it would be. So that wouldn't be good at all. And it would take a lot of hype away from Terra. So they need to find a way to do a buyback in a big way. And maybe they can do, I don't know what they can do. Maybe they minted so much that they're going to do some sort of buyback when the price of Luna goes up, because they have so much that they held. So then they're going to take that and maybe do a buyback and burn, or I don't know. I don't know what they did. I don't know what they plan to do. Whenever they give out that information, then we'll be able to kind of speculate on it. Is Kadena in your portfolio? It's not. I only lost 600 pounds. Where do you buy Luna? I bought it on PancakeSwap. What is the next move for Terra? I don't know yet. I know it's kind of consolidating and fluctuating within these areas. My position is going from 2,000 to 4,000, and it keeps hovering in between. But that's pretty much it. I have 34 million of Luna for 15 euro. Oh, you bought it for 15 euro. I was going to say, there's no way that's worth 15 euro. It's got to be worth more than that. 30 old to 1 new. Is that something that they're thinking of doing? 30 old to 1 new? Because if they're looking to do any type of migration, that wouldn't be good at all. And I would take my 4,000 and leave today. I bought $300 of Terra when it was collapsing, and I'm okay with losing it. I just threw money, and if something good happens, then that's a plus. That's what I mean. I mean, if you can definitely find lows, like really low lows, and then they find a way to bring that price back up, I mean, it gives you so much value. Can you show to buy it on PancakeSwap? I've never used it. So you have to connect. So when you go to PancakeSwap, here's PancakeSwap. When you go to PancakeSwap, all you have to do is search for Luna. It should be on there. And you should have, let's say, some BUSD or BNB or whatever. So once you go to PancakeSwap, you just change it to whatever you do have. But you have to have a MetaMask. So you have to have a MetaMask with all of your different coins that are in here, whether you have the Luna or you have something else that's in here, Vault or whatever, right? Then when you when you take whatever you have, which is BNB, you all you have to do is just select whatever you have. So $100 worth. Let's say you wanted to buy $100 worth of Luna. Right now, that would get you about 922 million coins if you bought $100 worth. Or sorry, 920, basically a million coins. It would get you a million coins if you decided to buy $100 worth right now. And then you just go through. I have an insufficient balance because I don't have any BUSD in here. But yeah, that's the easiest way to do it. It's been the best way for me. I've had no problems with it at all. But yeah, I'm still looking to see what Terra ends up doing. But right now, I was able to profit a hell of a lot out of the deal, out of the move to whatever price is moving to. I really don't know these prices because they're always like they're a fraction of a penny, and I hate talking about them because they're moving so fast. BNB is pricey though. BNB is sort of pricey, but you're just buying it at whatever rate it is in order to buy Luna. So you can buy BNB or you can buy BUSD in order to do that, if that's what you're talking about. I bought 8 million of Luna for nothing. I'm happy to wait a couple of years. I bought $300. If someone can make something back, I'm okay. Yeah, again, I'm do you trust Quan? Like, do I trust him 100%? No, I don't trust anybody 100%. I don't even trust my children 100% because they always lie to me. I'm like, Harper, did you do anything bad today? She's like, I don't know. You know, you're lying to me right now. So yeah, I don't trust anybody 100%. But I do look at the things that he has built, and I'm sure he doesn't want to completely collapse those things and give up on that project because it is huge. The following that he gained from it, it's not a rug pull from him, and it's not a rug pull from his team. It's something where he was attacked based on people taking advantage of a flawed system, I guess. It's been proven that that was a flawed system in the past, but they just didn't find a way to fix that. This was a lot bigger. The other ones were like I think 100 million or a couple of millions of dollars worth of market cap. What slippage percentage are you using on PancakeSwap? I usually just set it to 5 unless they have some sort of large tax. So if any position has a large tax and you know it's 8%, you're going to need to set that to probably 8 or 10% or something. Buy CRO, buy CRO, buy CRO, buy CRO, buy CRO. I got you. Yeah, I currently have, I don't even know how much I have of CRO, but I just collected a lot of uh, my interest that I gained from the DeFi wallet. I think $1 Luna is definitely realistic and achievable. I I hear you. I think it is as well. We just need to see what their plan is because right now we're speculating and we don't even know what their plan will be. And even if they do implement their plan, we're not going to know how it affects the markets and how people take it. I just hope they don't do something of a migration because that will freaking suck. Um, but yeah, I'll go until 3:30. Let's talk until 3:30. 3:30. We have 854 people here, guys. I appreciate you being here. This was like the quickest live stream that I could put together, so obviously it's not the best title and thumbnail. I wanted to have something better and my internet kind of messed up a little bit, so I had to redo that. If Luna can go to $1, Shib can go to $12. That doesn't make sense because Shib is at 589 trillion coins and Luna is at 6.5 trillion. So technically, Luna is at I don't know what a tenth of what uh, Shiba Inu is at. So I figure Luna can get to a higher figure before Shiba Inu can get to a higher figure. It's just the burns that come from Luna will probably come from internal burns versus Shiba Inu where they don't have any internal burns. It's all based on the community. Their plan is out there. A watcher guru. So the plan is out there. Watcher Guru has something. The hell is this? Which one is which? I know it's got to be one with a check mark. Oh, that's I didn't spell watcher right. There we go. So you're saying that they have the plan out there. Embraces silence and reveals how the network could be revived. Okay. Why didn't no one say this anywhere? I will retweet it as we go through it. Terra founder Do Kwon has finally ended his radio silence in the newly published blog post where he reveals how Terra ecosystem would be revived. Do Kwon in the blog post conceded that the network's decentralized stablecoin UST has lost the trust of the community to continue to play a role in the decentralized coin for a decentralized ecosystem. The founder continued that Terra's growth had previously been tied to UST, but with the demise of the coin, the community should now focus on how the general ecosystem would be able to continue to grow. uh, Quan proposes 1 billion Terra coins. What does that mean? According to Quan, Terra community must they should reset the network to 1 billion coins, which would be distributed this way. 400 million units of the tokens should be given to previous holders of Luna who saw the value of their coin depreciate badly. 400 million units should be given to UST holders on a basis. The the last 200 million units should be divided between the community pool, which would be used to fund future projects and those who bought Luna at last minute in their attempt to save the coin equally. But I don't understand how you're basically saying a full reset. I guess we have to go through. Quant advised that the community should attempt to incentivize its security with a reasonable inflation rate, say 7%, as fees will no longer be enough to pay for security without the swap fees. Uh, on why he thinks UST holders should be compensated immensely, the founder a large part of the network because they were networks debt holders. Okay. Apart from that, he he had that Terra needed its token holders before that attack begun to stick around to continue to provide value for its ecosystem. He concluded that UST was not as successful as the community might have envisioned. I can't even say that in something. It doesn't mean that the community cannot return the idea sometimes. Okay, is that it? They didn't give us. I mean, that gave us the information, but I still don't know. They're saying that you're proposing bringing it down to 1 billion or resetting it and doing like a whole migration. I don't know what the detail of that is because you can't just completely reset it and do a reverse split. Um, I can send you a link of a video you have to watch with us. I don't know if I'll be able to watch on here because I feel like every time I do that, they always end up demonetizing it, and that's obviously not good. um, my heart beating fast on Luna. Matt, can you send? Wait, can I send you a link of a video you have to watch with us? Uh, I don't know if you're. Look, I don't want to watch anything on stream because every time I do that, it always gets demonetized. And they always find a way to do that, especially because this will get like more views, and then they'll be able to capture those views with the monetization. So I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want to have to do that. But I will watch it. You can send it to me on Twitter if you want. Basically, save Terra ecosystem, dump UST, and Luna starts a new coin. That's not what we want. Like, I don't want Terra to start a new coin. Um, so that's definitely a difficult situation. So if they're looking to, and they haven't said that they're starting a new coin. They've said that, resetting it, basically resetting the network to 1 billion tokens, which would be distributed this way. So I don't know how if you're going to reset the network, that means that you're literally starting a new token in order to do that, which would not be good. I mean, if you're already holding Terra, but if you're holding a very small portion of Terra, how much would you get? How much would you be compensated? I know they said 400 million is going to token holders, but how much would I get from it if I am holding that? Am I getting the same amount that I had, so $4,000 worth at the beginning stages of it? Because if you buy a token, if you're the first ones in on the token, you're going to get the best price. you know, Luna should be pegged to $1. I don't think that's the case. It shouldn't be. Matt, is Rap Luna the same as Luna? It's not the same thing. They can be separate tokens, right? Or separate coins there, but essentially they are the same thing. You just wrap and unwrap your Luna. I don't know the benefits of it, but yes, they are essentially the same thing. They should run by the same price, but I don't know. At this point, I'm confusing myself. I have 3.5 million Luna. Is Luna backed on Binance? I don't see it. It should be back on Binance, from what I heard. Can the devs implement a burn fee per transaction? They can do something like that. They can change everything. I believe they can change everything, but I don't want them to create a new coin. If they create a new coin, that's going to decrease the value of what this network is. I guarantee it, and I know they know that. Migrations never work. You name me one migration that actually worked. And some people mentioned Vault Inu already, talking about buy Vault Inu. And I'm not the biggest fan of Vault Inu, whether they have the migration or not. I'm not the biggest fan of Vault Inu because of the migration. I hate migrations. It splits the community, which people believe in the migration and don't, right? If there's a forced migration, that's still not good. I looked and didn't see it on Binance. Huh. Maybe since it was just reset, it's probably going to take some time to show up for everybody. I love your glowing t-shirt. Where did you buy that? So this is just a regular yellow t-shirt. And it's actually, if I took this off, it would be like you would be able to see through it. I would be a floating head because it's yellow. So it kind of blends in with the green, and that's exactly why that happens. What's your opinion on CRO? I like CRO. I love CRO, actually. I'm a big fan. I'm collecting passive income from them pretty much every day. Is Luna the same as Osmosis? I don't know what Osmosis is, so no. I'm going to say no, but maybe I'm wrong, but I've never heard of that. I have 1.4 million for $100. Um, uh, Everything can get back to normal. Just need a lost value of Luna. Good luck, everybody. Luna is polarizing. Many people are convinced that the damage is irreparable, but so many still have hope. I'm pushing to get a refund of my 10K Luna, but debating whether to just keep it. Yeah, it's definitely tough. I think there are people that have lost money that don't believe in it. And then there's a small portion that have lost money that still believe in it. And then there's people that haven't lost anything and are believing in it at the bottom, right? They see where it could be and they're gambling in on this recovering fully. And if they're looking to create a new coin, right, that might not be good. But we still don't know if that's going to be the case. If they're looking to just change the contract and involve like maybe a fee to burn the coin, because that could be big for Luna, especially seeing how much volume it does, how much people do believe in the position, but it's still going to be very tough if they create a new coin from scratch, and literally create it sort of differently than what they have. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good for Luna in the end, and they think they're going to get the same amount of holders. It's not going to happen. So hopefully it's not a migration. Migration to another coin screams scam, so no one will trust it. Yes, that's exactly what we don't want. We understand that it has a lot of value. We understand that it has a lot of supply. If you're looking to minimize the supply, then minimize the supply. But if you're just going to create another coin to give value to people that lost money in UST, I mean, I understand what you're trying to do by giving value to them. How about you do something like this? Instead of creating this 1 billion coin, and I'm coming up with something on the fly here. Instead of creating this new coin, right? You establish that Terra is living by itself, change the contract up however you want to do it, add in some sort of tax that you have to it. Now, with that tax, as you go through transactions, a certain portion of that will go towards a fund to obviously help out the people that lost money in UST in that stable coin. But to give people 400 million of Terra coins, you know that they're just going to sell it. It's going to decrease the price of the new Terra, right? So we don't want that. Nobody wants that. You want to be able to create maybe a pool that goes directly to UST holders, people that held UST, the biggest holders, or whoever lost a large amount of money. But then you still have the value in your coin, and you still have the holders within your coin, because I don't know how many holders they actually lost, how many holders Terra lost. I don't know if I can check that. If I go over here, I just want to see if we can find any holders, or how many holders there are. How can we check out the holders here? Not nodes, governance, account, stakes. How can we check out the holders here? I don't know how many holders there are of, yeah, I don't know. ID. No. So yeah, I don't know if they lost holders, but maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place. I'm not used to looking in here. But yeah, Terra, that's definitely interesting. I do want to see, like everything in writing, not just a summarized version of it. But let me go ahead and retweet this, and then I'll give my opinions later in like a video or something like that. $9.99. Thank you for sending that super chat, CoinViewCap. I appreciate that. CoinViewCap going live on DigiFinex Wednesday, 7 exchanges and more coming. That's interesting. If you're going live with 7 exchanges, that's pretty cool. Most people, or most coins go live, or most tokens go live, with like basically one exchange, with like PancakeSwap or Uniswap. So the fact that you're going live with 7 exchanges, that's phenomenal. If you want to check it out, I don't know what they're planning on doing. I don't know what they're all about. I'm not saying I back the coin or I back the token. It's just something that came across my desk, and they're going live with 7 exchanges, which could be a lot of hype. So definitely go ahead and check that out. Luna's easy to burn, a lot of circulating supply than SHIB, and also they stop newborn of Terra, means that no more minting will be on the circulating supply. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a really, really good thing. Why not liquidate Terraform Lab and divide Bitcoin to Terra shareholders? People can at least get a few cents on their dollar in Bitcoin. I mean, I guess that could be an option. I haven't looked into it, but maybe. I don't really truly understand everything, but possibly. Wait, I didn't understand. Do they want to erase the coins of those who bought after the tragedy? I don't know. I really don't know. It's not clear. To say, all I know is they said they looked to do a reset to 1 billion Terra tokens, a total of 1 billion Terra tokens, or coins. And, that doesn't look good, because 1 billion is literally a very, very small fraction of what we're holding now. And it's going to be very difficult to burn off that much. If they can do a buy and burn, that would be phenomenal. But it doesn't look like that's the case. It looks like it's going to be a reset with a brand new coin on the network for people to migrate over to. And I repeat, I do not want a V2. I will get out as soon as I hit $10,000. I will get out And maybe I won't take the whole thing. I never take the whole thing. I don't know what they're gonna do, but um, let's see how much I have in here, how much it's worth now. It's probably worth less. Oh, it's worth more. So $4,274 is what my 28 million is worth, and my Dogecoin is worth $1,570. So it's good. A guy said I lost 200 in Terra Luna, and um, I lose a lot of money. Wait, a lot of money? 200 is not a lot in Terra Luna. Try 81,000, and still that's nothing compared to people who had millions in it. I would agree. Like I haven't seen the. I've heard that there's a Reddit forum, um, and I haven't seen it, and I feel like I want to shine some light on it, shine a bunch of light on it because I do have a platform. So why not do that? But I also don't want to exploit anybody's bad situation that they have out there for any type of views. So that's why I haven't done it. I don't want to do something like that, even though I do want to let people know that this is worse than people think. A lot of people think that this is sunshine and rainbows because people aren't telling them that they lost $100,000 or $200,000 or millions of dollars. Um, but it's that's not the case, right? They lost a lot, and it's not sunshine and rainbows, right? It's pretty bad, and I realize that it's bad. And me making $2,000 and other people losing, $2 million, and me bragging about making $2,000 is horrible. Um, and I don't want to be that person and be that way. So hopefully it doesn't come off that way. I just want to let people know that you can make money in a down market. And if those people would have, decided to do something more, and it would mean a lot for them to trust Terra Luna that much. If they lost $1 million and they decided to put another $10,000 into it, that would mean a lot. Even though it's $10,000 compared to $1 million is basically nothing, if they put $10,000 into it, that's showing that they still trust that it can grow. And you putting $10,000 in at those lows probably would have gotten you to a point to where your cost basis was insanely low. And any type of doubling or tripling or quadrupling, you would have made all of your money back, if not way more. But it sucks, No, don't feel bad. I feel bad, for what happened. I just don't want it to come off as me bragging about making $2,000 or being up, basically $6,000 on my original investment of $3,000. It's an amazing feat. It's an amazing thing to have happen. You invest $3,000 and make $6,000. It's perfect. Um, $2,000 being realized, $4,000 being unrealized. It's amazing, but it's not the best situation because other people are suffering as you're finding a way to make money, A million is worth about $95. Yes. So I have 28 million of that. Um, I bought 10 million of Terra for 500 euros at 6 o'clock. You're good, man. Thank you for saying that. Uh, it's now Weeble, and wait, it's now Weeble. What would not let be transferred to a different coin? I would lose all if I sold out. Weeble is still halted. Can't even average down. Yeah, that's why. I mean, I decided to go away from exchanges. I understand PancakeSwap is like an exchange as well, but it seems like they've been holding strong at being able to trade Luna left and right and making those moves. Yes, it does cost you more of a fee to do such a move. Sometimes it's less of a fee actually because Binance is very cheap. But yeah, I don't know. PancakeSwap worked the best for me. I still have my 14,000 over in crypto.com, but that means like nothing to me. That will probably be the last bit that I sell. If anything takes off and this ends up getting to, I don't know, $1 or $10 or $100, then obviously I have that 15,000 there, and I can make some moves off of that if I wanted to. But I'm hoping to gain so much out of this 28 million that we could see things really run. And obviously, I can fund other investments as time goes on. Matt, is the Luna tweet you made a bad thing? 1 billion of Terra. The thing that Duquan said. Thanks. So we don't know yet. We don't know how that's supposed to be, how we're supposed to take it. I will break it down in my next video. So I will create a video right after this, talking about, resetting Terra Luna. And obviously, I hope it gets a lot of views so that we can talk about this, because it's more of a discussion rather than just letting you know what it is. Because the way that I'm taking it is they're doing a version 2. And I've already been through this with Shiba Inu and talking about a version 2, and then them coming out and saying that this is not a version 2, even though they said that they were going to do a migration, and if this was going to be a new coin, they would reach out to people and all this other stuff. That was a whole Shiba Inu situation. I've already been through this. So I don't want to make that prediction and say that this is going to be a V2. I want to give you both scenarios to basically say that they're either going to burn off to a billion, or they're going to create a brand new coin on the network and set up all of these different things. And it's looking like they're probably going to create something brand new, because it would take so much money in order to burn off that much, right? Because the value of the total coin, maybe actually it's probably not that bad, because the value of the total coin is 805 million. So if they have some of that money to be able to throw into, Terra Luna, at these prices, if you're looking at 1 million to be worth about 100, if you wanted to add 2 zeros to that, you can basically take 100 million, and you would have $10,000 that you would spend on 100 million coins there. And maybe it could be less. I don't know if we could find a way to get it to be less, but 100 million on those coins. And if you can burn those off, then that would be great. But how can you get up to a billion? You would just multiply that by 10. So then you would get up to a billion. And obviously we need to burn off at least 99% of that. It sounds like Shiba Inu. We need to burn off 99% for that to happen. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to create a video on Terra Luna talking about the article and everything like that. I'm also going to create other videos on Shiba Inu and CRO and all that stuff. So look out for all of those. If you guys want to see all of those, make sure you guys hit the like button, and also hit that subscribe button so you get notified when I post a video, because I'm posting like 4 today. So yesterday I posted 4. I'm going to post 4 today, and hopefully we get all these messages across. It kind of sucks having to review so many different crypto coins because there's so much news that's going on, but it's also good because I love talking about crypto, and you're the only ones that listen to me when I talk about, stocks and investing around, my wife. Obviously she doesn't like it. As long as I'm actually making money from it, she doesn't really care about it too much. If I come to her and say I lost $15,000, then she would probably be like, oh, well, what's going on? Can I pay more attention to this type of thing? But then, the only people that really like to talk about this stuff is you guys. I create the videos, you guys come in, and it's just great to be able to talk to you guys. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 500 likes. Get me to 700 likes. And also, if you guys want to join the Discord group, if you want to reach out to me directly, we have a Discord group for Shiba Inu. You can talk about off-topic things. We have an off-topic situation. But you can reach out to me. We have 1,610 people that are involved in this Discord group, and so many people that are live all the time. If you want to talk to people about what's going on, and again, off topic, we can talk about anything we want. You can talk about Terra if you wanted to, but then obviously everything else is really related to Shiba Inu. It should be related to Shiba Inu. So anyways, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys